We've had ICE and DHS down in Louisiana for about a week now, and as a business owner, I've been running my own construction company since I was 18 years old. I'm 27 now. We do painting, roofing, drywall, tile, ceramics, trim, molding, carpentry, flooring, concrete, a little bit of everything.
Hard-working
I'm
guy.
seeing firsthand just the shockwave them boys are sending across the state. No immigrants want to go to work. None of them want to even ride in a truck like mine with a ladder rack on it. And it is so amazing. I've gotten more calls in the last week than I've gotten in the last 3 months. I got 20 calls in one day. GC scrambling to try and finish projects. Halfway through, these guys not showing up to work, starting projects. Landlords, you know how a landlord always has, their go-to guy they call. Boys ain't showing up to do nothing. And this just shows you how bad the problem is down here in Louisiana.
Right. If anything, this is going to shine a spotlight on how many illegals are really here in this country. How many of them are competing for the same jobs like this guy over here, in his line of work as a contractor, competing against American contractors. How many illegals, are competing for the apartments, driving up the cost of housing and rents in this nation. Do you really believe that these people coming over here, what do you think they're pitching a tent? No. Making a teepee? No. They are looking to rent the same apartments that Americans want to rent. That will drive up the cost of housing in this country. You see it. So, it's shining a spotlight if it's not doing anything else.
We got a population in our whole state that's like the size of LA County. Genuinely, in our whole state. And they have filled this place like no other. And I've got to see through the presidencies. We had our little heyday with Trump's first go-round, 99 cents a gallon gas. Even with the immigrants here, shit was still amazing. They weren't pushing like they are right now. Joe Biden got into office, he really fucked my industry. Bad. To the point to where the only people that are lining their pockets are the GCs that are hiring these guys. Because it's
Right.
the only...
That's right. The people who are really making money are the boomer fucking business owners who are happy to have these immigrants come in there so that they can have a larger profit margin. The cost of labor is probably one of the highest inputs in their business. And I'm sure that they don't want open borders just out of the kindness of their heart. They want open borders for their bottom line, and they don't care who it affects. And honestly, I think the next phase of this is going after business owners. ICE, go after the people who have lawful, who have had their asylum cases or whatever adjudicated and have, judges' orders to be removed. Go after them, but then start going after these industries and these business owners and put a spotlight on them. See how quick they change as soon as they get their business and their face on social media, not being a patriot and hiring this illegal element just to make a profit. See how well that goes for them and see how quick they change their tune once their face starts making the rounds on social media. Bet.
Only way, shit, you send in a proposal, all my last name is Flores. Let me start there before people start calling me racist.
Right.
I'm just speaking the truth. You send a proposal in and you have...
Dog, don't you know the truth nowadays is racist?
One that's like half the price of that. 90% of the time, they're going to go with that cheap one. And that's how it's been down here in Louisiana. It's just everybody competing to get the bottom dollar. I'm talking roofing. They want to pay $60 and $80 a square for tear off and reinstallation. And I'm like, fuck that. These people still
right.
trying to call around to try and find that at that price. You're never going to find that shit. I think $150 a square for a walkable tear off and reinstallation is cheap. Cheap! $2 a square for non-walkable is cheap. Without materials. Y'all are crazy. And I'm so happy. Things are about to get better. GC's gonna have to start paying up. Everything's about to get realistic. These people are like, oh, we got them on all these positions. We got all these immigrants working in assisted facilities. Them motherfuckers make bank. You don't think they can pay an American to work? They don't want to.
Yeah, they don't want to. They don't care about you. We live in a no-trust society. And this older generation who have businesses and equity in the stock market and real estate portfolios, all of them, guy. Like serious. They're not looking out for the average young, especially white male, but really anybody below the age of 40, you're getting screwed by the older generation. And they're happy to have open borders, regardless of whether it takes away or bread off your family's table. They don't care. Okay. And these people need to be targeted by law enforcement, by people in the media, so we can call them out and they stop that bad behavior.
What about the farming industry? It's the same shit. It's $1 billion.
Bro, Americans will do these jobs. We just don't want to do it for $5 a day in a fucking taquito bag, okay? All right, stop importing all this cheap labor. Give Americans these jobs. We will happily fill those roles, but we're not going to do it for fucking third world wages.
Companies, the fruit industry, people are like, we're not going to have orange juice.
Bullshit. Okay, first of all, in the next 5 years, we're going to have robotics and automation take away all those jobs. So that's not even a good argument to make.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Pay up.
Pay
Y'all
up.
can't pay $20 an hour? It's ridiculous. And I'm just so happy. All these people protesting with signs about them being here, let them talk about going to leave. I'm going to be down there with the biggest sign you ever seen, and I know I'll have people with me saying, "Ice, please don't go." I'm going to be singing to them. I don't care. I'm going to have my microphone, a big old speaker. I'm going to serenade them to stay. Because seriously, we need this. I need this. I got 3 kids. And I know I speak for so many people who are in that same line of business that I'm in and has just gotten tore apart by these people that don't even want to be here. They don't.
Bro, they don't like America. This is foreign to them. They just want to come here and strip away our wealth and do what? I know what this gentleman's going to say. Send it back to their country?
Want to stay here. They want to build their 5-6 bedroom ranch house back home, send money to take care of their wife's family and their family.
Matter of fact, start going off of remittances to other countries. Start seriously targeting them. All right? Stop letting, places like Western Union get away with sending it. How do you think they get it sent? Western Union is probably the biggest offender, sending illegal money wages back to their countries. Start cracking down on that too. See how all this will change very quickly.
While they're able to still take care of themselves over here, yeah. Where can we go to make 100 to 50 to 100x a day? Most of these cats I talk to, they would make back home was $5 a day in like a Red Bull, $5 a day in a Monster Energy. The foreman's making $10 a day. Where can we go to make 50 to 100x a day and send shit back where we live to build a 5-6 bedroom house? Most of you motherfuckers got a big ass piece of land. It's not fair. And anybody who thinks to say it's fair and they deserve to be here, you cannot be an American. You cannot have that blood going through your veins, for real. You hate your country.
Yo, you see it. All these people who want open borders, they hate America. They hate capitalism, even though they benefit by it. They hate the patriarchy, even though they don't know what that means. And these are the same people who we should not be listening to. You should be putting very little credence in what they say. Yeah, I mean, we have a epidemic of anti-American sentiment from American citizens, and most of them, honestly, it's not the younger generation; it's the older generation who've had it way too good for way too long. And if you understand, it's really not black versus white. It's not immigrant versus native. It's a class clash. We have problems with the fucking political class, all the millionaire class, all the corporate executives who don't care about borders, don't care about tradition or heritage. They care about their bottom line, and they will sell anyone out to make that dollar. And it needs to stop. After we go after the physical immigrants with lawful removal orders, we're going to start going after the business owners. IRS, let's start going after people who have illegals on their payroll. We need to have a nationally mandated e-verify system. I mean, I've worked in the restaurant industry for many years, and especially when I was younger. And I can tell you, e-verify, it's an opt-in. Most employers, especially in the hospitality industry, they're not going to do that because they won't have any workers. It needs to be mandatory. If you are paying someone on or off your books, they need to have been e-verified by the government to be here lawfully and legally. And that's the second thing that the government needs to do. Go after the people employing them. Okay, and then we will see how we will have what they've been calling reverse migration. Once you take away the piggy bank and the easy the and all the freebies, people aren't going to want to come here anymore. And that's what needs to happen. Let me know what you guys think. I'm sure you have some great thoughts. Please throw them in the comments down below. I really do read them, and I try to respond to most of them, especially if it's something intelligent. If you like this video, give it a like, give it a thumbs down, leave a comment, and until then, I'll see you boys in the next one. Peace.